I love country music.
Same, but have you ever noticed it's dominated by white singers?
What are you talking about? I don't see anything wrong.
You all know what country music is. It has been around for centuries and has recently skyrocketed. We all love Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Luke Bryan, and Jake Owen, who are always blasting on your radio, Joni. Just alone, the 4 people I named are all white. The fact that most of these people are white just shows that, from the beginning, white men and women have had the leg up.
Yeah, I agree with you. That original bluesy sound you hear in your favorite country songs came from African Americans many, many years ago. Country music wouldn't be country music if it weren't for the people that made it that way, like Chuck Berry and Charley Pride. Many of you might know Chuck Berry's hit song, Jamming.
What song is that?
Hold on, I'll pull it up on my phone.
Wait, tell me more.
African Americans did not become famous and get rich like white people did. The second white men took over the sound and became a success. Hank Williams is a perfect example of this.
Yeah, I hear that Hank Williams has talked openly about his style and has admitted that he got the bluesy sound from a black man. If Hank Williams did not have the original African American sound in his music, it would not be nearly as successful or award-winning as it has been.
What are you guys talking about?
Racism in country music?
I was just talking about this in history a week ago. Did you guys know that the bluesy sound in jazz music was written by African Americans that used their experiences and roots to help in the writing process? The 1900 blacks were being beaten and murdered by the KKK. The blacks tried to fight for their freedom. Many found comfort in playing their music and putting their anger and fear into songs.
What history class is this? It sounds like a class worth taking.
It's History 12,000. We talked all about James Baldwin, who was an African-American songwriter that took the series from the South and put them into plays and songs. If you listen closely, you can hear the bluesy sound that he used and the moments of intensity signifying the struggles many blacks had to deal with due to the KKK. Guys, still today, centuries later, you can hear his influence in country music. The white man and woman grew very fondly of the bluesy sound and made it their own, taking yet another African-American idea. Whites took the sound, tweaked it to sound more white, and used it as their own.
Yeah, the KKK was around making sure that whites ruled everything, which did not leave room for the blacks to become famous for creating an original sound. The whites could not fathom liking something a black person did. A perfect example of this is Charley Pride. In the mid-60s, during the KKK's prime, he tried to start his music career.
Yeah, many blacks were being starved to death on the plantations and were experiencing extreme hardships. 3 civil rights workers were targeted and murdered in Mississippi, while a veteran of the United States was shot at and killed trying to get home to his family after being deployed.
Charley Pride was scared to show his face during these very intense years. The first 2 years that Pride was in country music, there were no pictures distributed of him. Who could blame him, because the FBI were sent in to catch the shotgun assassins who killed the U.S. veteran. Once the men of the KKK were put onto trial, that chapter also broke apart. Both significant number of chapters broke apart.
Oh yeah, I think my dad used to listen to that guy in the car.
Did your dad tell you Charley Pride was asked to perform at the Grand Ole Opry, making him the first African-American to perform there? He accepted the challenge, hoping the KKK was diminished and that he would be protected. Over the 2 years of hiding, he became popular in the white eye. It is speculation to suggest that the only reason he became famous was because he kept his identity a secret until he had a fan base, but it's rather hard to deny. By the time people knew that he was black, they were already fans and loved his music.
Charley Pride's story shows the struggle African Americans have had in this country music industry. In order for Pride to go public and become famous, he had to hide his true identity. This was in the 60s, during the worst period of time for African Americans in the United States.
But that was in the past.
Still today, in 2016, we have such a small amount of black country music artists, like Darius Rucker.
I love Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker is a well-liked and respected country man in the music industry. He was originally known for his band Hootie and the Blowfish before starting his country music solo career. Although he is a widely acclaimed artist, he still deals with the occasional racist person who believes that country music is only for white people.
The other day, my teacher made us Google the top 10 black country singers. The lists have Charley Pride as first and Darius Rucker as second. I don't know about you, but that seems wrong to me. There are 40 plus years between them, and no one else has had the power to take the world by surprise and become a famous country singer.
Hey guys, it's Quiet Hours Week.